You join me on a lovely, slightly damp March morning in the carriage and wagon workshop, or as we're more commonly known it, Platform 3. And next to me is the railway's fourth Mark 1 coach, which was an addition during the COVID year in 2020. Since the last update, quite a considerable amount of progress has been made, more to do with probably scrapping bits than actually fixing. As you can see, there's half a side missing. Upon discovery of stripping the interior out, taking the seats out, all the internal panelling, we found the coach had suffered from quite serious corrosion, particularly around the bottoms of the windows and along the bottom of the skin. British Railways back in the day did what we call a swage repair, so they cut the bottom foot or so off the skin and they insert a fresh piece which is swaged behind the existing material, and all that had rust-jacked, blown the screws, it blown the rivets, and it actually corroded the skin to the point where there was nothing left. So all the window frames out, chop the skin out, and all this will be replaced with all brand new material. All the window frames will be sealed back in, so fingers crossed, for the first hopefully 10 to 20 years of its life it's not going to leak. It will stop all the damp issues, it will help keep all the woodwork safe, clean, and generally hopefully keep the inside of the coach smelling pretty good as well. So obviously there's other work going on. We've got the other bogie out as well at the moment, which is undergoing overhaul. Springs will be sent away for that to be tested. The seats hopefully soon will be going to Blackpool to be reupholstered. Kind of finishing touch really. The old seats were a bit manky and dirty, so they'll be replaced with quite a nice first-class interior for what we actually have planned for it in the future. You join us at what was the toilet end of 4243. Part of the ongoing work with this vehicle is as an addition to everything we've done in the past, particularly with the brake coach. Going forward, we want to vastly improve our onboard dining experiences, mainly the cream tea, and hopefully going forward be able to do something different. So this end of the coach is going to be modified to assist our catering ladies on board the service to help make their lives easier. So at this end, we're not putting the toilets back in. It's actually going to be kitted out as a sort of store/washroom. It's still going to be public access, obviously, with the doors and the gangway. But at one end, particularly at this end, we're going to plate the window over and build in a set of cupboards, build it from scratch and do it sort of so it fits in and it flows nicely with the interior of the rest of the vehicle. And then at the other side, using the existing toilet tanks, we will put a sink in with a couple more cupboards so that they can do all their washing and drying off on board. So rather than having to take everything out the coach to the kitchen and then bring it back, the coach itself will be everything can be done on board basically. So yeah, nothing really much saying. It's just going to be, when it's done you will see it and it will be hopefully greatly appreciated. The original plan for the coach for return to service was hopefully going to be this year, but with the ongoing issues that we keep finding, and we're all volunteers, we all have our own lives, our own jobs. I think the completion time has increased and it might be next year at some point when it comes back. Depends how much it progresses this year. The welding is going to be the biggest job. But yeah, but we're always after help. Anyone, there's all sorts of jobs to do on this. There's plumbing, welding, carpentry, upholstery, electrical. If you ever want to come and join along, help, or even donate to the cause, feel free to visit the Foxfield Railway website for more details and get in touch. And we're glad to welcome anybody and any donations. They'll be gratefully received.